Hey guys, what's happening? I am about to sign up for the big TradeDay account. I'm going to take you through the whole experience and just keep you updated on what's actually going to happen and what I experienced through the process. So I'm going to go for the big one. I'm looking for that one-on-one coaching that they talk about in their segment. I'm going to obviously talk to you about what I get from that, if there is anything at all. And I'm actually going to trade sometimes live in front of my YouTube audience, which is you guys. And I'm going to show you what I do. So let's get into it. Feb 50% off is pretty good on 50k tier and above. I'm going to go the big one. I want to get everyone excited, so I'm going to get straight into it. So pricing, go straight over to the big one. 250k tier, so that keeps popping up. It's a little bit annoying. So $750 a month. It's 250k tier, and my profit target is 12 grand. Trailing max drawdown of 5k, calculated at the end of the day, so much better than Apex Trader Funding where they calculate it as the trade is live. So if it spikes up, you're going to get squeezed out of your trailing max drawdown quite quickly. Position limits 25 mini or 50 micros. I usually trade the minis, I believe, so I'll be on about 25 as a maximum contract size. And then here it says free one-on-one coaching. I really want to experience what this is about because from my experience in the industry, the training and education can be very expensive. It's generally in the lines of say $5,000 up to $20,000 and $30,000. I'd love to experience what that's about and share it with you guys, see if it's worthwhile getting involved. So I'm going to go the 750 tier a month. I'm going to actually cover in a moment what I'm looking to do when I start trading. So what are my targets on a daily basis? How long is it going to take me to pass on that basis? And what are the contracts that I'm going to be working with, as well as the instrument that I'm going to be trading? So let's get started. All my details are here, and I'm going to go Feb 50. I've read the rules, blah, 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 sign up. It's taken me straight over to PayPal. Okay, so it's taken me straight across into the client area. First time logging in, blah, blah, blah. So basically what I need to go and do is verify my email address. I believe it's already done because I've done one of these before. So it turns out I've already done that, so I don't need to actually do this process. What I will need to do though is go and check my evaluation dashboard. Got a whole heap of information here. We've got position limits, maximum drawdown, so that's the amounts that I can go down to without losing the account, and then the account balance at the moment. So all of this just updates daily. So if you make a profit and it doesn't show up here, don't stress out too much because it's going to update once a day, just like the maximum drawdown figure. We've got the objectives here, we've got the days traded. Obviously we need to pass, I think it's about 7 to 10 trading days, and I need to make 12 grand to hit the profit target. Now if I click that, it takes me to the rules and information, a little bit more detail about what's going on. It doesn't actually tell me the target I need to make, which is shown down here, the profit target, 0 out of 12k. And once this chart fills up to the 12k, that's obviously once I've passed that requirement. Days traded, 0 out of 10. And the consistency score. So how is this calculated? This is the 30% rule that I talk about in the setup process for TradeDay. How much should I make in one day? So you don't want to make more than 30% in any one day. So I'm going to actually take you through the process that I use to calculate what I need to make in a safe manner, slow and steady, and try and stick to that as I actually trade the real markets. It also shows you the restricted trading events on the date and time so that you can obviously stay away from those trading events. So I've clicked on Tradovate and it allows me to actually download it, but I usually just go to the browser. I'm here in my login zone on the Tradovate browser page. I'm just going to log in using my previous setup and launch the simulation, and here we are. So I've got my 250k balance there, and I think I'm ready to trade. So as soon as this all processed, I got my account straight away and I'm basically good to go. So if I wanted to, I could start placing orders right away. But first, what I want to do is work out what I need to do in order to pass. So I'm just in a spreadsheet here, and what I'm going to do is work out the profit target. 250k is the balance profit target, and we've got to do it in 10 days as a minimum, and we don't want to do more than 30% on any one day, because otherwise that's going to make it really tough for us to pass later on. We actually have to increase our actual profit target, which we don't want to do. We want to make it easier on ourselves. So 0.3, so 12k by 0.3 or 30%. So I never want to make more than 3,600 in a day, max target per day. Otherwise I'm going to have to actually earn more than what I need to pass. So I'm just going to write consistency rule, 10 days. So if I've got 10 days to pass, I've got to do 10 days trading regardless. Over 12, it's $1,200 daily target. So I want to earn anywhere between 3,600 as a maximum per day. And as a low end, I want to earn at least $1,200 as a daily target. So I want to earn between 1,200 and 3,600 daily. That's my target. I've got a drawdown limit of $5,000. So I don't want to lose more than $5,000 in any one day, obviously. And I want to leave a buffer for the following days so that I can have a couple of losing days in a row if I need to, and still keep the account alive. So I've clicked on the trading room, and there's a whole heap of information here. There's daily webinars, there's data releases, there's live market commentary. Looks really quite good. So technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and more. Really good information to try and help you find trade opportunities and stay out of opportunities that might be better off just leaving. I'm going to click on permitted products now, and that's going to take me to the area that talks about what I can actually trade. Now my focus during the times when the Nikkei is active is going to be the Nikkei. So the NKD is the contract code, and then there'll be followed by the month or quarter code, and then the year, which will be ending in a 4 or a 24, as per the regular futures contract rules that they work by. Now the contract size is $25, and it's on the CME data feed. Now what I'm interested in here is the $25 per tick. I need to use that to be able to work out what my stops are going to be and my risk and that kind of thing, to stay within that 5k drawdowns and have some to spare if I lose a trade or two. I also enjoy trading the gold futures as well, which is GC, and they're on $10 each. GC contract or gold is $10 a tick, and then $25 for the NKD contract or the Nikkei. Points for the stop on the gold contracts, I'll look for say 30 points, that by that, $300 per lot that I trade for a 30-point stop. So that means if I trade 10 contracts, so 10 times the 300, and I lose a trade on the gold, that'll put me at $3,000 behind. I probably want a bit more buffer than that per trade, so I'll times it by 5, and that it would give me $1,500 in a loss, which if I go 1-to-1, so 1,500 loss versus 1,500 profit, so a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, that would put me somewhere in between my daily target. Now let's have a look at the Nikkei dollar. I'll probably want about 40-point stop for that, because I know the contract moves around a little bit more rapidly, and I want a bit more breathing space so that I can keep the account alive. It's the most important part of trading. So we've got 40, and then 40 times $25 per lot. It's $1,000 per contract. So I'm probably looking at trading, say, a max of 2 contracts on the Nikkei. Now the reason that it's high is because I'm looking for 40 points of stop, but also it's $25 per tick. So every time the price moves one little point, it's $25 per lot. So that means if I was trading 10 lots, that would be $250 per time that the Nikkei moves, which is quite big. So I've got some rules here that are really good. So I'm just going to put here lot size. That one's 5 and that one's 2 as a maximum. So max lot size. So I've got some rules to kind of stick by, and this one will be stop size. So that's the size of the stop from the entry. So 30 points away, that'll put me at $300 per lot loss. And if I go 5 lots, that'll put me at $1,500 as a loss if I ride the trade out all the way to the stop. There is a good chance that I will close out early though, because I'll be watching the market and navigating it on a manual basis. Now, in any one day, if I lose more than say $3,000, I'm going to stop trading. That gives me the allowance to trade one full contract, and then say in the next one I can trade a little bit less, one lot size, and that will get me to the 3K. And that would be about 2 trading losses with no profit. And that's when I'd say, look, I can't trade anymore for today. I need to just take a break and move on to the next day. And hopefully there's a better opportunity. I can read the market a little better and I might be in a better mood, who knows. So it's just about staying alive and really working within these rules that they've given you. So I've got some rules here for the contracts that I'm going to trade, mainly the gold and the Nikkei dollar. So I'm going to trade as a maximum of 2 contracts and then a maximum of 5 contracts on the gold, targeting between 1,200 and 3,600 per day to get me to that 12K profit target. In the evaluation dashboard, there's a heap of information that you can sort of scroll through and read and really understand what you're paying for. So it's a really good way to familiarize yourself with the product and just see what it's all about. So the upcoming videos, I'm going to post them as I trade and just talk you through what my thought process is. And obviously this is me training 250K, going for something that could be quite life-changing. So it would be a really positive experience to be able to get funded. And I just want to take you through the journey that I'm experiencing. So I'm going to share with you the journey and keep you updated and see, even if I fail or lose trades, you're going to see what happens. For example, if I overtrade, you're going to see what the result of that is, which is probably going to be a lost account, for example. Or in the event I hit my daily target and I go slow and steady, aiming for that 12K over the 10 days, I'll show you exactly what it's like, exactly what I'm doing, and just the experience all around, because trading's not an easy task. It's something that you have to train for, you have to be in a good state of mind before you get into the markets. And also knowing that I'm going to be trading and sharing my experience and results with you, it's going to be a bit of extra pressure. So it'll be interesting to see how I actually play out when I know that I'm going to be sharing these results with you directly. Win or lose, it's going to be the real deal. So yeah, let's check it out. If you enjoyed this video or took something positive from it, please hit the like button below. It lets me know this is helping others. To see more great content like this, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay updated with the latest.